Hey, I'm Matt, and welcome to our new series, Walk Through Wednesdays, as we continue to provide you guys with regularly scheduled programming here on the Mr. Maple Show.
I'm Tim. We really appreciate you watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Walk Through Wednesdays is one of our favorite things where we get to go explore through greenhouses, talk about plants. That's what we love doing, and I hope you enjoy doing this too. Get involved in the live chat. Make sure you share this video with your gardening friends. And make sure that you shop on MrMaple.com. We'd really appreciate it.
Hey guys, we love doing Walk Through Wednesdays, whether it's in some of our family's gardens, some of our gardens here at Mr. Maple, or some of our customers' gardens and different arboretums. We're going to keep providing this walkthrough content, and also through our greenhouses. That's probably one of our most common Walk Through Wednesdays. We love getting out and showing you what we're passionate about and kind of taking you on a tour through some different areas. Today we're at Hillstone Arboretum. Now, Hillstone Arboretum gets its name from my uncle Glenn Hill, who his former business was Hill Stonework. As you can see as you tour through these gardens, many of you may be new to the channel. We've covered them a little bit before, but there's some amazing stonework around Hillstone Arboretum and some pretty cool plants too.
Yeah, the best thing is that our Uncle Glenn has this beautiful rockwork everywhere, and we've been able to sprinkle cool plants all across his gardens. And we've called it Hillstone Arboretum simply because we've got so many cool plants here, from maples to ginkgos to conifers, and many other cool plants all around this place. I hear there's some things starting fall color. We're here in October, so they're not in perfect fall color yet, but I think we might get some exciting fall color just starting here at Hillstone Arboretum. One example of those really cool plants just sprinkled around is this really large Chamaecyparis obtusa Cheerman. This is one of the largest ones that I've seen. Amazing little dwarf Hinoki cypress that has these arm-like effect, and at an early age, it has a little blue color to it with a little bit of silver in there. Fun conifer. We love conifers. They pair so well with Japanese maples. And this is just one example of some of the many cool plants.
Oh yeah, this one's close to a 20-year-old specimen. We got a lot to see here, guys. Let's go ahead and take off into Hillstone Arboretum. Some beautiful conifers over here. We put these in a tray here. It's kind of in its own little conifer bed. First off, we've got Nana gracilis here.
This is a dwarf Hinoki cypress. Love the Hinoki cypresses. They pair so well with Japanese maples. They can handle a little more shade than some of the other conifers. Still want to give them a little bit of sun, but they give that small, compact habit, that extra texture, and evergreen interest out in the landscape and garden.
So next up over here, we have a really cool cedar. These are hedgehog. Now we actually have a pairing of 3 hedgehogs here together to make it look like one massive plant. This is an extremely dwarf cedar.
Yeah, these are really, really old specimens of Cedar slobanii hedgehog. Excellent little dwarf Lebanon cedar. I mean, they talk about the Lebanon cedars in the Bible, and this is a dwarf compact form of that. Really awesome little plant. Gives you a little bit of blue color in there, and is a plant that is just so unique. Very, very slow growing. Again, we've got 3 different plants in here.
Yeah.
And pretty awesome how we sort of planted this in here. I love that they contrast so well, and they give a nice low interest so they don't block the window here for my Aunt Vivian, who loves to watch the birds out here.
Wow, so we've got some of my favorite plants in this garden here, from Shiranami to one of the largest Makawa yatsubusas you'll ever see. The fall color is just starting on this one. It is an over 40-year-old specimen.
I love this Makawa yatsubusa. It's one of the bigger ones in the country. And this plant, when it lights up in fall color, it's just starting on the tinges. It just lights up the whole garden. It goes to those bold orange reds. And this is a slow growing dwarf. I mean, this is the same plant that we sell as a 2-year plant, you know, that is a smaller plant. I mean, it takes a long time to get there. It's a very slow growing dwarf. And here we see one that has got this enormous size with that same tightly layering habit. This is one of our favorite plants in the garden. And it's always a pleasure to come see this tree in the fall.
Yeah, it's just starting here. There's some touches of color going on. It's going to be lighting up soon. I'm seeing some seeds. Maybe we'll come back and do a seed collecting video here in the future, show you how we do a little bit of that going on. But I definitely see some seeds we're going to need to be collecting on this older Makawa yatsubusa specimen.
And right here is Shiranami. I mean, this is one of our favorite Japanese maples as well. This one here just goes through all those crazy color changes, and it's just tinging on fall color. It will get some yellows, oranges, reds, peach reds, all in this at the same time. And it's just now beginning. We're gonna have to come back and do another video when this is in big fall color.
We're early here in October. This one can get some massive peach colors going on in the fall. some really bold reds. I mean, it goes through so many different color changes. Acer palmatum Shiranami, always a crowd pleaser.
You may say, I've never heard of Shiranami. And that's because, well, you might not be following us here on Mr. Maple. Make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube and to our weekly emails. We make this thing available, it sells out quickly. So if you see this on the website, make sure you check out really quickly, because this is an old classic cultivar from Japan. Not often found in the nursery trade, but we try to make it as available as much as we can here at Mr. Maple. And it is such a beautiful plant. In the springtime, all the colors it goes through, to the fall colors, it's such a unique style that it's a Japanese maple that really stands out in the garden.
We'd have to talk about this Sangukaku here. This thing's got great fall color going on. This is your classic coral bark Japanese maple. I always tell people they're underrated for fall color. It's one of the first trees here in the garden getting into that fall color. As it emerges, you'll get some yellows, but you also get some splashes of red. Almost looks like paint flickered all over the yellow.
We recently just did some family photography right here in front of this plant because it is really lighting up the landscape and garden. I mean, this bright yellow, it's one of the trees already showing great fall color out here. The thing about Sangukaku is the name translates as coral towers. And that's because during the winter months, this has bright coral bark. So the bark itself gives it a bright red winter interest. This is a classic Japanese maple, but it's still a fantastic one. Like Matt said, it's heavily underrated for its fall color. And it contrasts so well being right here behind that Makawa going to the orange red and the Shiranami going through the plethora of colors that it goes through.
I see a really cool azalea. We should talk about this.
Yeah, I agree. This is a really cool, pretty rare azalea. This is Rhododendron stenopetalum. It's
also referred to as a spider azalea.
Yeah, the spider azalea is pretty spectacular. It has these really thin leaves to it.
Almost think of it like a Linerlobulum Japanese maple. It's like the Linerlobulum azalea.
Yeah, and we offer some varieties like Kuromo Shikabu and Kuromo Shikabu White that are said to be hybrids with this plant itself. Love this plant. I believe some people have called this Rhododendron macrocephalum, but amazing, amazing plant that is really rare and not often found in the nursery trade because it's pretty difficult to root and propagate.
Check it out, we actually got some flowers going on right now as well. Hey guys, let's go on down to this area we referred to as the grotto in our family. There's a more normal sized Makawa Yetsubusa down there. Let's go check it out. As you can see, we said our uncle does a ton of rock work. Tim actually had his wedding right here on these steps. I believe this is where he said his I-dos with Carla.
I said I do right here in this very spot with a small family wedding. It was an amazing time. Love this Makawa Yetsubusa here. It's just an awesome plant. We've got some Rhodea japonica, so that Japanese Omoto planted down here below. And then this Makawa Yetsubusa here is more in that 15-year range.
Yeah.
And slow growing, tightly layering habit. This is more what a lot of people think of when they think of Makawa Yetsubusa. Great in these small little patio planters. It's excellent because it doesn't get very big very quickly, extremely slow growing. And this is an excellent rock planter here that Glenn's built.
Gets a lot of reflective heat here from the rock. We get a lot of little microclimates in this garden because of all the different rock work. This one hadn't quite started its fall color yet, but soon it'll be in a blaze orange. We love Makawa Yetsubusa on this channel, so we'll definitely be collecting a lot of seed off these, looking for some new cultivars there going on in Makawa. We hope you liked this walkthrough Wednesday. I mean, we wanted to get a little bit of this garden on camera for you. There's a whole backyard we can still go to. Maybe we'll save that for a future video, or maybe even peak fall color.
We really appreciate you watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the plants and the rock work. There's some cool plants out here, just starting fall color. Again, whenever we come back, maybe in a few weeks, we'll be right in peak fall color. We can hit up that Makawa when it's just blazing out there.
Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all those important things. It's one small click for you, but it means a lot to us. We greatly appreciate you signing up for our weekly emails on Mr. Maple and our podcast, guys.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.